Senate drops El-Rufai, Danladi, Okotete, okays Keyamo after apology. Senate President Godswill Akpabio, left. Senator Ishaku Abbo, Senator Idiat Adebule, former Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal, and immediate past Senate President Ahmad Lawan, during a ministerial screening at the National Assembly, Abuja, yesterday. Confirms 45 of 48 ministerial nominees. Senate, yesterday, confirmed the nomination of 45 of the 48 persons sent to it by President Bola Tinubu. However, the names of former Kaduna State Governor Nasir El-Rufai, former Deputy Governor of Taraba State, Sani Abubakar Danladi, and Stella Okotete from Delta State were dropped from the approved list. Senate President Godswill Akpabio disclosed at the end of yesterday's session that the 3 persons whose names were not mentioned were awaiting security clearance. Tinubu had on July 27, 2023, the expiration of a 60-day deadline imposed by the Constitution, transmitted the names of 28 nominees to the Senate. He later forwarded another 19, and again 2 others, after replacing a nominee from Kano, Mariam Shetty. Those confirmed include 9 former governors and serving members of the National Assembly. The chamber also confirmed the nomination of Bunmi Tunji Oho, the nominee from Ondo State and a serving member of the National Assembly, against whom allegations were made that he forged his National Youth Service Corps, NYSC certificate. Some senators, who spoke to reporters in defense of Tunji Oho, described him as one of the young people identified and nominated by the president. Tunji Oho, who chaired the House Committee on Niger Delta Development Commission, NDDC, in the 9th Assembly, spearheaded a probe that led to reforms and compelled the Buhari administration to constitute a new board for the commission. Also confirmed was former Minister of State for Labour and Employment, Festus Keyamo. The nod, however, did not come without drama. The screening became tumultuous, following widespread rejection of Keyamo's nomination. After a brief introductory remark by Keyamo, Akpabio had recognized Deputy Minority Leader Darlington Nwokocha, who raised a point of constitutional order when Senator Usman Jibrin, APC Kogi East, raised his hand to lead the confirmation hearing. Nwokocha, citing Section 88 of the Constitution, swiftly and eloquently drew the Senate's attention to the fact that Keyamo had, while serving as minister, disregarded the constitutional power of the National Assembly on investigation and refused to honor invitations. He said, "At a point we thought it was our responsibility because if some people can use the instrumentality of law, can't we use the instrumentality of the legislature to support our people and the populace which we represent?" At that point, being a subject of controversy and public debate, we wanted to know and possibly give him fair hearing about what happened to our constituents, so we invited him to come and tell us, what is the structure? What are the indices for carrying out this? Because our people are on our necks. When he was invited, what we were talking about was N52 billion appropriated by the National Assembly, and the right of appropriation resides in the legislature. That is our right. The right of oversight resides with us. Whatever thing we are appropriating, it is our right. And when he was invited, he expressly told the public that we want to hijack his role. He blackmailed us that we are corrupt, that we wanted to hijack his role. I know that he midwifed the process. Nobody is against that, and it fell within his own area of operation as Junior Minister for Labour and Employment. Not only that, when he was asked, which indices, he went to the public to say that they are not from the moon, because we were talking about what will help our people. Anything outside that, I will walk out of the chamber. I am of the opinion so strongly that he has to tell us what happened, but not here. We have to step it down a little bit, then we can reconvene, because we would not like what happened during the last administration, when some people thought that the president was in charge, and so many things were happening down there. We would not take it this time around. Recall that during the Buhari administration, Senator Chris Ngige had once apologized to the National Assembly over an altercation between Keyamo and members of the National Assembly's Joint Committees on Labour regarding the 774,000 Special Public Works Initiative of the federal government. While Ngige, the then substantive Labour Minister, tendered the apology, Keyamo, who was at the centre of the crisis, kicked against the move hours after, vowing to continue implementation of the project against the wish of the National Assembly. Yesterday, after a persuasive narration on Keyamo's unparliamentary conduct as a public official, Nwokocha moved a motion requesting the Senate to stand down the nomin. Thank you for listening, and please subscribe to our channel for latest news coming your way.